Hello all, hope everyone's okay, and it's just another quick video update really. What I've been up to today. I finished work early and came home, just in the attic now playing trains. Thought I'd show some of the wagon loads I've got. There's a specialist manufacturer that's based in Germany that make these absolutely outstanding wagon loads, which I've imported over the last 10 years, random, really different, different types of loads. Because I do like the detailed wagon loads, especially like, say, those there, like a propeller, ship propeller, the bucket there, that's really nice, and the steel coil holder, stuff like that I really like. So at the moment I've got a Taurus coming round, pulling a company called Livery model ban loads. These are all handmade loads. You can see there I've got a Tiger tank, which is a refuge sort of a refurbishment project that's on its way. I've got a mini U-boat, huge pipe item, and then you've got various other loads which you can see going past now, but the detail on them is absolutely stunning because they're all weathered. These just look like proper, sort of old loads or fresh metal coming from the foundry that's been left in storage and it's been weathered. And so yeah, I've got a few more of them which I've ordered as well, which I'll show in a minute. Also picked up an absolutely stunning weathered wagon. There, it's just brilliant, this wagon. In fact, what I'll do, I'll just put it on the rails, I'll bring it around to this area here, and I was just seeing this on eBay. I was just scanning around and I seen this, and it's all hand weathered to ultra high standards. It's just brilliant the way it's done. I get paid about £12 plus, including delivery for that. I just love stuff like that. I mean, there's a lot of work put into that. I bought it just to give myself an idea of roughly how they've done it. I don't think I can match anything like that, because that was the latest wagon I weathered myself there, which it's nothing like as good as what I was just shown, but there we go. So that's just gracefully going around, and what I'll do, I'll just show some of the items I bought. Right, so I'm going to put this onto tripod mount a minute. Let's put that on there. There we go. And what we've got here is some more loads, Livery. That's what the company looks like, the packaging. These are sort of weathered old steam engine wheels laid out. The supports for a flat wagon load. Really good. And I bought some pipes. They're really well done, these, because they've got all the rivet holes, for the bolts on there, and they just look so good. think I paid about £8 for that, 8 or 9 quid. I got these VAT free because I ordered from Germany and I kept the order below £135, so it meant I didn't pay any VAT on that or this new item from Viessmann. If it's below 135. On export there's no VAT, on import there's no VAT, so it's like really getting these for nothing. This model was heavily discounted anyway. These were discounted, but it's like getting, in a way it's like getting the post for nothing and getting these two items as well for nothing, which would total roughly around the recommended retail price of this functional wagon from Viessmann. And I've had one of these before in the past and I sold it and I regretted selling it, so I bought another one, and it's just a stunning little wagon because the cement mixer is a functioning, it rotates fast, slow, clockwise and anti-clockwise. Let's go out of the box, have a quick scan. It's got tape on the box there, so let's have a look. Weather's been really bad today in the UK. It's just been working outside and inside today on an old building, and it's not been good. Tomorrow I'm inside working in a place called Harrogate. Alright, so let's pull this out. I love the presentation on these boxes from Viessmann because you get like an imitation track to show you what it looks like, as if it was on a piece of, you know, like say Fleischmann track or standard track. I think that's really nice. So in the box you get the model itself, all the instructions for working it, but what I really like is it's installed all the Viessmann models. Actually, this is different packing. You got to I've not seen this packing before from Viessmann like this. You got to undo the these little securing wires, and it'll obviously unconnect the model. But what I really like is the supplied with Fleischmann Profi couplings, which is my all-time favourite coupling. So have these fitted as standard to a non-Fleischmann wagon is really good, because I would have fitted them anyway. But yeah, you can see the detail on that's nice. Obviously it needs weathering, I suppose, obviously. But I'm not going to go too heavy on this if I do weather it. Do the bottom frame, obviously something like round in, light weathering. So I still do, I don't believe it. It's actually secured from the back as well. Never seen this packing before like this from Viessmann. That is, in fact, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to cut it from the underside there and there, and then just pull that off, because that is so tricky to untangle. So there you go, and then hopefully the model still don't want to come out. What's going on? Well, it's getting there. This is really well stuck in for good, this thing. Not anymore. Let's have a look. There we go. Nearly. Wow, that was a job and a half. Right, so that's actually come loose. That should be glued on. That's got the capacitor and the DCC function board. Yeah, I thought that was loose. That's come loose, not a problem. I can just fix that back in. But that's where they store the electronics, and then the motor is in there. That's fine, no problem at all. But you can see it's got a counterweight, it's got a ballast weight there. Nicely done. There's some other, I don't know what that, these sections here, there looks like there's metal inside there as well. It's all very nice, got high quality wheels, it's all pre-built. So there we go. For the money I paid, which was, this works out at, I think it was about €100, somewhere around that mark. They're normally about €160 these. When they first came out about 11 years ago, these were about £80, works out about £80, so it's not too bad. Yeah, that doesn't seem to be moving very well. That's not rolling at all properly. I think the axle's not in correctly, so I'm gonna have to have an investigation on that. Yeah, it turned out one of the wheels was snagged and was incorrectly. It's not a problem. I do recommend oiling the wheels as well on new wagons. Well, that should just roll backwards and forwards nicely now. No, it still doesn't. It's not good at all up to now, this. Not up to the... why is that not spinning? This wheel might just want an oil. It's all free, that now. I was expecting it to just roll across the desk. It's not brilliant, that. Because that's got a lot of friction holding it. It's not good at that at all, so I'm going to have a closer inspection and see if we can oil the wheels maybe. Right, so anyway, I've had to cut off the screws where they weren't. It wasn't sitting flush, this, and it still isn't sitting flush properly. But anyway, I've managed to just about fix it in position and it's holding now. Got a bit of glue on the roof, which is annoying, but I'm going to weather this up anyway. So, and the wheels, they're a bit rigid because they need breaking in on the contacts. It's got electrical contacts on one side on both axles. In fact, on two sides. What we're talking about, it's got two electrical contacts on both axles. This is the DC version of the Wagon. Then they go, obviously, on the top side of that and connects via wires up through there. It's really smart how it's done. It really is. And there's some weight to it as well, this Wagon. But anyway, it's just some minor issues there. I've sorted it out now, so I'm happy. We'll see what it looks like. Fixed. I used to repair that fix. I use Power Bond, which is an industrial super glue, and you've got to be careful using that because it can disrupt paint and transfers, etc. But I've used a small amount along this side, so I can cut this off again if I need to take it apart. But that's all very good. Let's get it up and running. Right, so there's a Wagon on the rails. Yeah, there is a bit of friction, but once those contacts bed in properly, it'll be fine, and the wheels do spin fine. So it's got two functions. There's no sound function on this. There's two functions. You've got F1, which spins it slowly. That's mixing mode as it's going along on the tracks, and there is a power energy mode on it, so when you take it off the tracks it still spins for a split second. Obviously got to wait for that power energy capacitor to build up power, but it will have an uninterrupted power feed to the mixer. Yeah, it does, it keeps going for a second or so, which is really good. And that the rotation can be adjusted as well on the CVs, fast or slow or whatever, really slow if you want. Then the other function, I'll stop that, the other function is pouring mode, which is anti-clockwise, and that rotates faster. And that's it. That's the Wagon. But I really do like it. And when I bought it, I think it was about 11 years ago, I wish I never sold it. Because now I can add this to the maintenance train and all the other vehicles. So anyway, I just thought I'd show that, if it's any interest to anyone. Thanks again for watching.